So by not leaving U.S. troops in Iraq, President Obama committed a colossal blunder. Did he not?
There's no question that not maintaining a true presence in Iraq so that we could continue the momentum towards trying to secure that country and try to hope that it could govern itself in the right way, I think was a mistake. No question.
I say it was a colossal blunder, not just a mistake. A mistake is driving your rear view fender into the wall when you're parking your car. This is a colossal blunder that has led to the deaths of tens of thousands of people, because ISIS has now expanded throughout Syria and Iraq and is slaughtering, even today, slaughtering people. Now,
well, I think we made a very strong case that we had to maintain at least 10,000 troops.
And you looked him in the eye and
Absolutely.
You said, I, Leon Panetta, Secretary of Defense, and I'm assuming Mrs. Clinton did the same thing. I, Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, and I'm assuming the CIA did the same thing.
Exactly.
All three of you looked Barack Obama in the eye, like I'm looking you in the eye right now, and said, you have to keep forces there. And he
providing that $10,000, it's $10,000, 10,000 troop presence in Iraq, and supported CIA operations, supported the diplomatic operations that we wanted to continue. The real issue was, how hard did he fight?
He didn't fight hard at all
to make it happen. That's
the United States is caught by surprise by everything. All right, ISIS, we didn't know. Clapper didn't tell me. You saw that, right? On 60 Minutes, did you see it? That's embarrassing.
I saw the
Isn't that embarrassing?
Well, I think that when things like that happen, it's more than just an intelligence failure. It's a policy failure as well.
Well, he didn't admit that, did he, the
in regards
president?
to the war on terrorism. I think the last 2 years have been a lot of mixed messages in terms of what the United States' role is going to be.
Okay.
And now I think he's back with the position on ISIS. I think he's beginning to see that we have to take a strong stand against terrorism.
Beginning to?
Well,
I mean,
he's back to
how many people
seeing
have
how
to
important
die?
that threat is.
How many people have to die and be beheaded? Beginning to? The doctor, the Pakistani doctor that helped you do that, where is he? Where is he?
He's in Pakistan.
Yeah.
Waiting to get out.
Where?
In prison.
In prison. Why hasn't our president gotten him out?
Well,
why?
We have made a lot of requests to the Pakistanis to do the right thing.
Are we still sending them money? Yeah.
Of course we're sending.
Our enemies throughout the world fear us.
I think they're getting a mixed message as to whether or not the United States will stand by its word.
So I'm taking that as a no, because that emboldens, as you know, the bad guys. If they don't fear you, then they go and they do bad things. Nobody's going to stop them, correct?
When you deal with Putin, you've got to deal with him from strength, not weakness.
How have we been dealing with Putin from strength?
When you deal with Putin, you've got to make
have we been
clear
dealing with
well,
Putin from strength?
I would have taken some very tough positions with regards to Putin, not just sanctions, but I would have also provided military aid to the Ukrainians. I would have resurrected the whole issue on missile defense. I would make sure that NATO was strengthened in terms of the surrounding countries, and I would provide an additional energy resource to other countries to make clear to Russia that they alone cannot blackmail these countries through energy, and that we have to confront them.
Here's how impotent President Obama's foreign policy is. Right now, as we speak, people are being murdered on the border of Syria and Turkey by ISIS. Number one, we didn't bomb ISIS as they approached the town that they're sieging. Why? I don't know. We didn't do it. Number two, the Turkish army is on the border within eyesight of the slaughter and won't come over to fight ISIS. Are you kidding me? ISIS is winning. They're winning because the West and the anti-terror forces don't have the will to confront them.
ISIS is going to be a tough and resilient enemy. There's no question about it. I think we are taking steps to try to confront them. I think the problem is this is going to be a long and sustained effort. And I don't know that the American people are prepared for that. But I think the president...
A group of American CIA security contractors were 1 mile away from Ambassador Stevens, who was under fire. The men say they were ready to help, but were ordered by a CIA officer to wait.
We actually jocked up and got ready to go, and as we tell in the book that we were ready to go within 5 minutes.
Within 5 minutes?
In 5 minutes, we are jocked up and ready to go.
And then how, Mark, how long did they keep you from not going?
It's almost 30 minutes.
Okay, so you were ready in 5, you wasted 25 minutes.
Easy.
So, Mr. Panetta, do you believe those men?
I have no reason not to believe.
Say, you told President Obama you believed it was not a spontaneous attack, it was a terror attack. Is that correct?
General Dempsey and I were over talking to the president when we got word about what was happening. And what I told the president was that, that there was an attack that was going on in Benghazi, and that we were concerned that, that the consulate there was in trouble. And it was based on that that President then said, well, let's try to do everything we can to try to see what happens.
Did you use the word terror attack?
I used the word attack, that there was an attack by terrorists.
Oh, you said attack by terrorists. By terrorists. All right. So attack by terrorists. Now I want you to listen to this soundbite. It's ingenuous?
Look.
Come on.
Yeah, but,
disingenuous?
But we told the president that there is an attack that's going on, that terrorists are involved in the attack.
Okay, let me stop you there.
And that as a result of that, we have to respond to it.
Fine.
Okay?
The audience can make their own determination.
Of course, Obama does not like that process of engaging in politics, and I think that hurts his presidency.
How does it hurt it? If he doesn't like the political spectrum and dealing with the Congress and other things of foreign leaders?
It hurts him in terms of getting things done. And so, you've got this stalemate in Washington to begin with, where there's such partisanship and division that's going on in the Congress, and then if the president doesn't engage with them, then you have a situation where everybody gives up, and they've given up on a budget deal, they've given up on immigration reform, they've given up on issues like infrastructure funding, on trade, on energy. I mean, that is what concerns me, because I think this country cannot stand another 2.5 years of stalemate.
No, that's what you're going to have.